Hey, welcome back. I'm finishing up the retolexing of the cabinets here, but I wanted to talk real quick about what I'm trying to do with these videos. It certainly isn't to show you how to recover an amplifier speaker cabinet, although the information to do so is embedded in the content. What I'm doing is walking you through humans' greatest application of creativity, problem solving. Now, any Neanderthal can glue some vinyl to a wooden box and make it look great with a little practice. But does it bring purpose to the life of said Neanderthal? No. I'm trying to show you how you can undertake a task and, drawing on all of your previous experiences, use them in a way that stitches together things you've learned in the past in a new way to achieve goals. I'm not just talking about speaker cabinets. Here's the thing. People mistakenly assume creativity is originality. Let me tell you, there's nothing new under the sun. If you want to do anything in this world worth a damn, you make something novel out of your experiences. Anything new is impossible, and even if you could come up with an original idea, it would be garbage because anything truly new has no context for understanding. Louis Armstrong wasn't original. He played the things he heard growing up around Buddy Bolden and Buck Johnson and King Oliver. Louis Armstrong's genius is how he put together all the sounds he heard as a kid. Charlie Parker is a 98% carbon copy of Lester Young, just sped up a little bit. Everything Miles Davis did, he stole from someone before him. Well, until you get to that rock fusion crap, but there's my point proven. Anything not built on precedents is inevitably garbage. You have a trumpet player steeped in the history of jazz before him, and pop rock that was built on all the pop rock before it, but to combine the two at the point in time when he did, there was no precedent to support the effort. As the British would say, it was a bridge too far. Henry Ford didn't come up with the assembly line. Eli Whitney didn't come up with the cotton gin, and Gutenberg didn't come up with the printing press. What they did was use existing ideas combined in a novel way to creatively problem solve. But the notion that they invented these things makes the narrative simple. Simple helps no one. The way to self-improvement in a creative life is understanding the minutiae of being. Joy lives in the details, not in the broad brushstrokes. The Venn diagram is a perfect illustration. A few circles drawn with an overlay in the middle is a compromise for the 50% of the population that lives below average. The world isn't a series of nice, neat overlapping circles on a piece of paper. It's a dumpster full of slinkies, all knotted up and completely inseparable. It's not the overlay of circle A, B, and C. It's how do you join the concepts represented by Slinky C, ring 25, Slinky H, ring 3, and Slinky X, ring 637 together. It's not in a one-dimensional chart. It exists in 7 dimensions, and sometimes there's great space between them. So you don't only have to know of Slinky C, H, and X, and generally what every ring in those slinkies represents, but you have to know how to get from one to the next, what are the connections, and what is the smoothest way from one to the other. Creativity is not originality. It's not fresh artistic output. Creativity is understanding everything you possibly can and then utilizing it to problem solve in a neat and efficient way. Creativity doesn't spring from thin air. Creativity is a discipline that comes from years of studying the world and understanding both concepts and systems. Some of you have commented that you have no interest in recovering speakers, but watch anyway, that's fine. This isn't about speaker covering cabinets. It's about problem solving, using creativity, and understanding the world and everything in it. You're not limited by what you know, only what you don't know, and to remain willfully ignorant of anything only hurts you and your ability to be creative in this life. So do I need Ohm's law to recover a speaker cabinet? No. Remember, I said any Neanderthal could recover a speaker cabinet. But do I need Ohm's law to help me be a problem solver, even if there's no direct application? Yes, because it's a basic law of electronics, and anyone who's graduated high school with a physics class should at least have a passing knowledge that it's a thing. It's one of those slinkies that's in a giddy and not in the dumpster. Sure, you can work around it, but why? It's simple. You don't have to crunch numbers to understand it. But since apparently it stumped some of you, here goes. Ohm's law is V equals C times R. V is voltage. or how likely is electricity to move, equals C, current, which is how much electricity is flowing, times R, resistance, or how difficult is it for electricity to pass through something. V equals C times R. So if you want to break that down into something simpler, it's so likely equals how much times difficulty. It's easy. If you don't understand, you probably have other slinkies in your dumpster that you've been ignoring. That's not a knock. I'm trying to help you identify where you need your attention. Because the less you understand, the less your potential for creativity is. And the less your potential for creativity, the less you're able to problem solve. And the less you're able to problem solve, the harder time you're going to have in this life. I'm not showing you how to cover a speaker cabinet. I'm showing you how to lead a life worth living. Get curious, you cretins. We aren't but halfway through this project. Next video, I'll show you how to hang grill cloth straight and true.